Candy. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be telling you guys the gender. Super exciting. I am so excited that we found out and that the baby cooperated. And everything just seems so much more real now. I'm so much more excited. I just can't wait to tell you guys. I am also going to be going over my mid-pregnancy symptoms up to this point, or at this point, and I have a little list for you guys. I am actually prepared for a video, and yeah, I think so. That's pretty much what today's video is going to be, is just the gender reveal and the symptoms that I have had up until 20 weeks. So let's get into it. I am going to start off with the symptoms that I have had, and I'm going to go over my little notes because I have a terrible memory right now and always. The first one, which I have mentioned time and time again, is acne. I have had terrible acne ever since the very beginning. I am sorry about my dogs, as always. They might be noisy in this video. So yeah, acne has been a struggle of mine since the very beginning. I have not had a break from it since about 4 weeks. And I am now almost 20 weeks. I'm doing this video a little bit early, but I don't think much is gonna change in the next few days. So yeah, it's kind of a struggle. I've done as much as I can with being safe with the baby for my skin, but nothing seems to be really working. I did think that some things were working, but then it would work for a couple of days and then I would wake up one morning and my acne would be worse than it was before. So there's nothing really that's helped me, and like I mentioned in my last video, I know exactly what my skin wants, and that is salicylic acid, but I am not going to use that because I know it is dangerous to use during pregnancy. So yeah, I get it all on my chin. It's all over my face, but it's the worst on my chin and my jawline, and I've been getting it on my neck as well, and I also get it on the backs of my shoulders. I used to get acne before, a little bit on my chest, and my chest is actually completely cleared up, so I'm getting it just in these two spots mainly now, which is weird. And I guess like this is hormonal, so it's obviously pregnancy related, and I'm not really sure what's causing it on the back of my shoulders, but I'm assuming it's also pregnancy related because I don't normally get that. But yeah, that's something I've been struggling with, but it's short-lived, so there's nothing I can really do about it. The next symptom that I have been struggling with is hip pain. I have a pillow that I've been sleeping with. I don't have an actual pregnancy pillow because I just felt like it was going to take up too much room in our bed, and I already had an extra pillow and I thought I would just use that. Maybe I will invest in a pregnancy pillow later on because my hip pain has been getting really bad lately, and it actually goes into my lower back, and also some days it's in the backs of my legs under my butt, and it actually hurts to walk. Like I have to walk with a limp. It hurts so bad, and I think that's just mainly because I'm not used to sleeping on my side. I am a stomach sleeper mainly, and if I'm not sleeping on my stomach, I'm sleeping on my back, and both of those are not okay when you're pregnant, which really sucks. So just sleeping strictly on my sides has been terrible, and I'm struggling with that. I actually just kind of use like my regular pillow, and I kind of like prop my one leg up on that pillow so I'm not rolling onto my stomach. But man, it's just been really killing my hips, and yeah, I really don't think that's gonna go away anytime soon. If anything, it's probably gonna get worse as I get bigger. But again, short-lived, and I'm just gonna put up with it until baby comes. So with the hip pain has come sleeping troubles. I have had a lot of trouble sleeping lately, and I think that's mostly because of my hip pain. It actually wakes me up in the night, and like some nights I actually want to cry. It hurts so bad. But yeah, because I'm not comfortable sleeping on my side, I can't actually get comfortable enough to get to sleep or into a deep sleep. So I've really been struggling with getting enough sleep lately. However, I don't wake up feeling tired. I don't really feel tired during the day. I don't feel grumpy. It's just kind of like my body's getting used to not being comfortable and not sleeping, which is probably good preparation for when the baby comes. Next, I have been having eating troubles, I guess. I don't know how to explain what it's just. I'll just get into it. I am really hungry at this point in my pregnancy, and this started probably around 17 weeks. And yeah, I'm really hungry, but because my stomach is kind of like scrunched up now, I can only fit a small amount in there, but by the time I'm full, I'm still hungry, and it's quite the struggle because I'm also really thirsty lately too, and I just can't fit enough in my stomach lately, and I'm really nervous for when I get really big because I know that's just going to be even smaller, or the space in my stomach's going to be even smaller, and I'm not going to be able to fit as much as I do now. But yeah, it's a struggle because I am really hungry, but I just can't eat enough or fit enough in my stomach to satisfy my hunger. Which also brings me to what I was just talking about, is the water. I was not thirsty in the beginning of my pregnancy, and I haven't been my entire life. I don't drink very much normally. I was drinking a lot in the beginning of my pregnancy because I know you're supposed to drink a lot more when you're pregnant. So I was kind of forcing myself to, but I just really am never thirsty. But now I'm dreaming about water. Like, I actually wake up excited to drink some water, and when I am asleep and I am dreaming, then I'm dreaming about water and drinking water, and like I just am so thirsty all the time. But once I go to drink water, as soon as I take my first sip, I'm like, I don't even want this. It doesn't taste good to me. It's not refreshing. It doesn't quench my thirst at all. And it's super unsatisfying because even while I'm feeling that unquenched feeling and that I don't want water, I really still am craving water, and I want water, and I'm so thirsty. But like, I can't find, at this point, I haven't found something that quenches me or is like what my body is wanting. I'm sure it's the baby craving something, but I can't figure out what it's craving. But it is very thirsty, this baby is. I know that for sure. But it's just like a struggle for me to actually drink because it's really just unsatisfying, and I don't like the process of drinking right now for some reason. So next, this is also food related. I haven't had any cravings or food aversions really. Not like I was expecting, like they make it sound in movies and stuff like that, where you're like totally disgusted by certain things, or like you're craving something like crazy. I get cravings here and there for like certain things, but like it'll be that day and the next day I'm not craving that certain thing. But I think I wouldn't say it's pregnancy related because that's something I had even before I was pregnant. So I haven't had any consistent cravings or anything like that, and food aversions, same thing. But there is one thing that's kind of weird since I've been pregnant, and it's consistently been happening up until this point, is that I just don't find the foods that I ate before to be as satisfying or as delicious and as good. Things just don't taste as good to me anymore. There is one food that I ate before I was pregnant, which is curried chickpeas and coconut rice. That is my favorite meal of all time. If I was on death row, that would be my last meal. I ate that almost every single day, no joke, before I was pregnant for years. And every time I've tried to make it while pregnant, I get so nauseous. This is the only thing that makes me incredibly nauseous. Is like, it's fine while it's cooking, it smells really good to me, but right when I put it in the bowl and I'm about to eat it, I feel like I could throw up. I actually go into my bathroom and I have to sit by the toilet because I'm afraid I'm going to puke. So I think that's the baby telling me they don't like curried chickpeas and coconut rice. So I haven't been able to eat that for a very long time now, and I'm going through withdrawals, but it just makes me feel so sick when I make it that I'm not gonna waste my time making it if I just can't eat it when I do. It's weird. I don't know why that happens, but pregnancy is weird. Another thing I've had recently is angry outbursts. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I had those before I was pregnant. I think it's just like the ginger rage. But now I really let things build up in me, and then I snap, and it's a big snap. It's a ginger snap. Like, I get really mad. And I feel really bad for Ryan. But I truly cannot contain the anger when it bubbles up. It's gotta bubble up. It's gotta come out, because I can't keep that in. I feel bad because I know it's wrong and I know it's not mature, but the emotion that you feel when you're pregnant is next level. And if you are pregnant or you have been pregnant, you know what I'm talking about. So I mentioned in my last video that I have been feeling the baby move since the very beginning, pretty much. And now I'm feeling much different movements than I did before, but it's really cool to like feel your baby getting stronger. Before, it was more like twitches or like little flickers. It felt kind of like, it's so hard to explain. I watched so many videos of women trying to explain what it feels like, and I think it's weird because like it probably feels slightly different for every woman, but for me it was like these little twitches or like flickerings deep in my abdomen, or not so deep, like it just felt like it was like in the middle of my body, and then it started to feel more like a fish or something, and now it's just like this weird, it's almost like sometimes I feel a movement and then it's like this shock wave of the water like kind of like jiggling around. It's just weird. But yeah, right now I feel them like actually like pushing their hand, or I don't know what they're doing, but I can feel them like moving along my stomach, and then it's almost like they've changed positions and I kind of feel like pressure in one spot and then it'll release, and I'm sure it's just them flipping around in there, but it's really cool, and I'm super happy that I've been able to feel my baby up until this point. So yeah, that's really cool. So one symptom I haven't had is swelling. I haven't had any swelling in my legs, my feet, my hands, my face, anything like that. I guess I'm not a sweller, or maybe that happens later in pregnancy, but I just thought I'd mention that I didn't get any swelling. I've also had really bad pregnancy brain. I can't remember anything. Sometimes I'll be talking to Ryan and I will be in the middle of what I'm saying, and then I completely forget what I was talking about. Not even a little like, ooh, it's on the tip of my tongue. No, I have no idea what I was talking about. Sometimes I forget my actual name. I have forgotten other people's names. I am really good with names. I'm good with faces. I am good with all of that. But lately, I cannot remember a goddamn thing. It is really frustrating, and I hope that that goes away when the baby is born, but I've also heard that sometimes that just sticks forever. So, hoping that's not a thing, because it's very frustrating. So last but not least, symptoms wise, I have been really giddy and excited for, I want to say no reason, but I know there is a reason why I'm like super excited to meet this baby and be a mom and have this like huge change in my life. But it's weird because sometimes I know it's not related to the baby. I just feel like I wake up and I'm really excited to just like live that day, which is so not like me lately. I used to feel like that as a kid all the time. I was a super excited kid. I would get excited like the month before Valentine's Day because it was just so exciting to like have something to look forward to. I just got excited about pretty much anything, like even if I knew that we were going to like Blockbuster on Friday when school was done, like that would really excite me. So yeah, I was an easily excitable child, but as I grew up that kind of went away, which I think is the case for most adults. but I have felt that childlike giddiness and excitement lately, and it's really nice to have that back. And it's weird because I'm guessing it's my hormones or something that is making me happier. And not that I was depressed or anything before, it's just kind of like you grow out of the excitement of life when you get older, which is kind of sad. But yeah, I've had that childlike excitement back lately, and it's really nice. So you guys, it's gender reveal time. I am floored. We are having a little girl. I can't believe that because I was so sure that we were having a boy that I'm kind of shooketh right now. My mind is blown. You kind of like imagine your life with a boy or a girl, and I was imagining my life with like a little dude, and now it's gonna be a little gal. So yeah, I'm so excited though. It's definitely not what I was expecting, but I'm truly excited. I cannot believe that we're having a little girl come in May. Mind blown. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you would like to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. And if you liked this video and are happy that we're having a little girl, click the like button. We'll see you next time.